Hey guys, if you're not already aware, we saw some absolutely horrific drop this morning with over $2 billion in orders liquidated from the markets in a horrific drop. We've seen Bitcoin drop back down to $78,000, which was where we were during Liberation Day last April. So we've come down to this crazy, crazy, crazy level. Just a sudden cascading drop that actually happened on Bitcoin. Once again, entering extreme fear territory. With extreme fear right now, Bitcoin is setting off hard. All right, and the question is, should we be buying? Should we be staying away? Right, that's the number one question. So I have a very, very simple answer. And the simple answer, very simply, is this: when this happened, we saw that the US markets as a whole was down as well. We saw in April, if you're looking at April last year, we actually saw, the QQQ, this is the tech index, we saw this also drop nearly about 25%. To be honest, the QQQ hasn't even dropped. We are still at all time highs and we still haven't seen the entire US market dropping. One thing that we have learned from experience so far is that when the US market does drop, when we do see a sell off across equities, it can be terrible. That's something that we have seen. So, the thing that concerns me right now, to be very, very honest, is that we are seeing Bitcoin have this massive drop back down to April lows, but we're still not anywhere close to seeing the US markets have a proper correction. It's nowhere close, right? It's pretty much still at all-time highs, right? Almost at all-time highs, pretty much. So we're nowhere near there as well. So this is really of concern to me. And if we do see the US markets escalate and actually do drop, then we can possibly see prices really come down hard. So for me personally, so there's two ways to go about doing it. So if you're in a position where you have cash, then it's wise to DCA into the drop only on the stronger coins. The whole idea behind it is that nobody knows the bottom, but you can tell when it's a very good discount. Undoubtedly, it's at a discounted price. Can it be discounted further? Sure, 100%, not denying that, but nobody knows the discount. So if you have proper cash and you can allocate cash properly, then look, DCAing into the drop will be the best thing that you can do. That's basically what I am doing currently right now. I've got orders that is triggered, not fully deployed. Happy to DCA more if the prices drop, and eventually I will make money on the bounces and when prices recover eventually. But again, like I said, if you don't have cash and you only have one shot and that's all you can take, for example, it's a difficult situation. When is the bottom? I honestly feel that this is possibly not the bottom. This is my personal opinion. I always zoom out to look at a bigger picture. If I look at a bigger picture, when do I see? If I look at a bigger picture, this is the EMA 200 on a weekly chart. If you hit like bear market, kind of like crazy bear market times, we typically see it once it comes below the 200 level, that's very discounted already. So on the EMA 200, we're sitting at pretty much that $68,000 zone, which is very critical, very important. That's the zone that we might possibly see BTC come down to as well. That's something to definitely watch out for. That's possibly where we can go to if prices come further down. So I really wouldn't be surprised. But then again, guys, I hope you all are excited. It is in massive discounts and massive prices where wealth is really truly generated. So if there's a time to be paying attention, if there's a time to be picking up discounts, you want to be paying attention. Can there be further drops? Yes. So you don't want to be in a position where you are out of bullets completely. Be wise, ladder, enter slowly, especially on these extreme fear levels. Trade safe. Please don't use excessive leverage. Don't ever put yourself in a situation where you can be wiped out because of excessive leverage. That are some basic principles. But one thing that's very clear, the level of volatility is absolutely insane. Expect further discounts. You never know the bottom, so DCA slowly. This is what I'm expecting. Can it go even lower? For example, anything and everything can happen. So trade cautiously, but amen, I'm getting excited myself.